This cat. Hey, don't chew on that.
Do a quick clip at a clap. In 3, 2, 1. So anyway, we met up for lunch this weekend.
We did. It was so much fun.
Yeah, we got to hang out with Aaron and John from Podcast Movement.
And they presented us with our podcaster award. I forget that we're technically an award-winning podcast.
We should put that somewhere.
We probably should.
Yeah.
On our website. We have a website. I don't touch our website anymore.
You know, so YouTube, we just got a new subscriber on YouTube.
Hell yeah. Welcome, new subscriber.
But it doesn't show you who they are, so.
Why?
But yeah, thanks, guys. Gals, whoever you are.
Thanks, a creature out there in the ether.
But so, on my way to meet you guys, literally right before the exit, me and Taylor both don't know what the fuck happened, but there was just this crash, right? Like, have you ever been hit by something in the car that's like flying down the road and like you just go like, oh my God, what could have possibly happened? And you're like trying to look around you. Everything looks okay, you know? I'm super scared of like something hitting the windshield and it cracking.
Me too. My dad hit an owl once in Canada and it just came right through the windshield.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Horrible.
I know.
I'm scared about it because one time when we went to Phoenix, a tiny, tiny pebble hit the like corner of the windshield and it like feathered out like this.
Ugh.
And I'm telling my dad, like, you need to slow down because when you drive over 80, this one keeps growing.
That's not good.
You need to fucking chill. And he was like, bullshit, it's a windshield. It's not going to go anywhere. And I was like, I'll mark it. So I've like marked it somewhere. We drove down the road and I'm like, well, look at how much farther it's gone. He was like, maybe you should drive.
Okay.
So then I drove and it didn't grow anymore. But I was going like 20 under speed limit.
That's
because I was too scared.
Scary. Windshields freak me out. Like,
yeah,
I can't imagine just being in a car and suddenly the windshield is gone. Like, that's scary to me.
Yeah. So right before we get there, like about to exit, we didn't even see anything. Just this, like I've been hit by pebbles and I still get scared. This had to have been a stone. I mean, something enormous. Never saw it, but heard it, and then it left a fucking bow, a big old crack on my windshield, right? I did take a picture for you. Don't judge my windshield because I guess a sandstorm blew through.
Oh my
after
God,
that,
yes.
because my car was so dirty.
Yeah.
The next day.
Car is also covered in dirt, just like horrible red dirt, because that terrible dust storm that rolled through was like Oklahoma.
Okay. So that's the picture of it. It's not huge. It's not the worst ever.
That's scary though.
But I don't like it.
Yeah, that's like a golf ball hits you.
I mean, it sounded so dense. Whatever smacked me. Right.
Because you can see like the circle and then like the spider coming out of it. That's a lot.
I know. So anyway, called a guy literally that day after we got back. And he said that he could come out the next day. You know, we're all transparent here at YMBToAP. We're honest. So that's a crack. So crack repair, $119, which is better than I thought. I'm not happy about it, but it's better than the 200 and something that I was guessing.
Yeah,
right?
I suppose.
But I was happy because I was like, oh, I can just do crack or chip repair. Good. I don't have to get a whole fucking windshield. Because then I was like, I just got my registration sticker. Like, how do they do that? They heat gun it off and put it on the new one? Do I have to get a new sticker? I don't fucking know. Never had to do that. It's a good question, right?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Yeah, I don't know. But so, guy comes out. So he did it Monday. And it was, I mean, really like a 10-minute thing. I could probably do that on my own if I ever got the materials.
What did he do?
But basically, you show up, and he goes, now look, you know, we make it better. It will not go away. Like, it's not going to be gone. Okay. But it won't spread. And that's the idea. And I was like, yeah, that's what I more want. It's just like make it better.
Yeah, just repair.
You know? Yeah. So basically, you take like a little Dremel, and you kind of have to like into it a bit, right?
Okay.
And then like the little thing. Do you ever get the TikTok videos? Not anymore because you don't have TikTok. But did you ever get the TikTok videos? It was so great. They got those giant panes of like mirror, and they do the little suction cup thing on it, and they rotate that thing that cuts the mirror in like a circle.
I was not in that demographic.
I watch those videos like crazy, man. They're so good.
Okay.
But so basically, he like lined up this tool. He like suction cupped it to the windshield, and then like this little end was like over the crack, and he just like dropped this like glass goo stuff in there, and then tightened it down to like press it into that hole and make it like filter through the rest of the crack, right?
Huh.
And then he got in the car and kind of like did something to the inside, and then after it like set, he took it off and put some little like glass sticker on it, and then UV lighted it, kind of like your fillings when you get those, right?
Ugh.
Hardened the whole thing, and then he just like scraped off the excess. It's smooth as can be.
That's fascinating.
And it is basically gone. Like you can still see like a little bit, but it is not that at all.
Yeah, I had a chip in my windshield like way back when I had my Lancer. It was like not even noticeable really. I took it in for a state inspection or whatever, and they were like, "We have like a free glass repair when you get your state inspection right now." And I was like, "Okay, I didn't even know my glass was chipped, but go for it." And they filled it. I didn't watch or anything, but yeah, it came back and it was like brand new.
Okay. Is this weird? But when anybody is doing any kind of repair that I call them for, I'm standing there, buddy. I'm fucking hands on my hips, just like
peering over the shoulder. That is such a dad trait.
What are you doing? What's that all about?
I want to learn.
I do want to learn. I want to know all that stuff. Like that is a profession. That is like a whole thing. You know? And he was straight up going like, "It's my off day. My kid's sick. Like I just dropped him off at the doctor's office. I got to go back and get him." And then his phone kept ringing. So he was like, "Fuck." He's like, "I'm blessed, man. Like I get it. I always have work. My phone's always ringing. But like, it's my off day. Like I just leave me the fuck alone." And I was like, "Yeah, buddy. I'll scoot back a little bit." So,
I'll give you space, but I'm still gonna watch.
Gave him some breathing room, and then he was like, "Okay, so how are we gonna pay? You gonna do Zelle? You gonna do card?" And I was like, "I'll do card." And so he's like, "I've never seen someone type on their phone that fast, except like a teenage girl, man." He was trying to get that shit done. He had to get out of there.
Fingers
and he was
fury.
like, I don't have service. And I was like, "Yeah, I know. It's pretty bad out here." I was like, "Would Zelle be easier?" And he just goes, "Yeah, dude, it really would. It really would." And I was like, okay, I got it. Did the Zelle thing, and he's just like kind of pacing, and he's like, "You know what? I trust you. You seem like a good dude, but I gotta go."
Wow, okay.
So he jumps in the truck, and like he kind of started it, and I just like was like, "Hey, it's good." And he was just like, "Ah!" And then he just like peeled out and he left. The whole interaction, like 15 minutes.
That is big trust for him to just be like, "Yeah, go ahead and pay me. I'll leave now." I'll confess that somebody tried to get me to pay them for something. It was a fucking charitable donation, but it was one of those things that was like, I was alone and this dude backed me into a corner and was like, "Donate to my cause." And it was weird. And he was like, "You can do it on Zelle, you could do it on PayPal, you could do it on any of these things." And I was like, "How much to get you to go away," basically. And ended up
it's just not working.
I did that for like 10 minutes. I was like, it's not going through. I don't know, man. And he was like, "Well, try this one. It felt really scammy and predatory. And by the end of it, like, I was like, "Okay, I've got the PayPal stuff. It's right here. I'm going to enter it." And he's like, "Okay, I got to go, but I trust that you're going to do that because you seem like a good person." And I was like, "Fuck you." Swiped away on that thing.
You seem like a shit person, so.
Yeah. I'm exiting this interaction.
You go, "Could you go inside and get some Walmart gift cards?"
God.
That would be helpful.
My grandson is in jail, and the only way they can bail him out is iTunes gift cards.
Yeah. So it's fixed enough, but that was interesting. And I did tell Taylor, was like, "So I watched that guy do that. I could do that."
I mean,
if I got the stuff, I could do it.
I have a little Dremel, and I have like UV resin. I wonder if it's just the same shit.
Maybe, because it was like a little like dropper thing. He just like doop, 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 dropped it in that little container, but then he had to like really press it in. So he was like mashing the glass together, and I was like,
yeah,
I understand the principles. I got it.
I get it.
I get it. I just need the tools. I could do it.
Buy yourself a glass repair kit on Amazon for $119.
Yeah, you know what?
Have a Google.
You got anything to tell me about? Because I'm going to see if there is a glass repair kit like that on Amazon and if it's fucking like way cheaper.
Okay. I do have something to tell you about. So I have been like trying to do some yard work, cleaning up around the house because the yard is like not how we want it at all right now. So we were in the shed looking for shovels and stuff, and we haven't really like gone through our shed much. You're shaking your head. Did you find a kit?
It's like $14. Like
you're paying for the years of expertise, Robert.
The liquid itself is $20 right here with just the liquid from that thing. But then this one has the suction cup kit and all the stuff, and it's like $15.
Well, there you go. Just buy that and have it in your car.
All of these are under $20. I could have done this.
Now you know for next time.
I'm going to start repairing fucking glass, man. This is great.
Okay.
Anyway.
So we were hanging out in the shed looking for a shovel, and the people that lived here before just had like a really organized workshop out there. So they just left it the way it was. Like there's about 200 little tiny drawers, and they're just like full of screws and nuts and bolts and washers. And it's pretty cool. So I'm like going through and opening a bunch of them, and then I run into like a section is like, this is a pearl necklace, and here's a drawer full of cufflinks, and here's a drawer full of like Guatemalan ceramic doves, and I just keep pulling these drawers out, and there's just these little haunted curios all up in my shed that I have been neglecting for the like past 3 months. So I went through all the different stuff. I found this like these two necklaces that had become so intertwined that they were basically one. Like the what do you call them? The chains were just so gripped on each other. And I was like, I gotta figure this out. So I sat down for like 10 minutes and just like slowly unwound.
You are separating ancient lovers.
Yes.
No, don't separate them.
Well, I wanted to know what was in the locket. So one of them was like this crystal Jesus medallion. I was like, not interested. So I'm putting that one aside. But this locket, I wanted to know what was inside the locket. It was so important to me, and I had to untangle it before I could open it. So got it like after 10 careful minutes. I was about to go inside and find magnifying glass and tweezers because it was getting serious. But I finally got it undone, and I was able to finally like get my fingernail in the little slit and just pry the locket open. And I was like, who am I going to find in here? What's it going to be? And it was
treasure map.
Just a greasy smear of, I don't know what it was. I wonder if it was glue that used to hold a photo in the locket and has since rotted, but it was so slimy and nasty. I was like, okay, great. Haunted locket.
Okay.
But there's just a bunch of really cool shit out there. I'm obsessed with the little ceramic doves. I want to go out there and like, they all have this little hook in them so they could become like a charm bracelet or something.
Okay.
I don't know what they were making out there, but there's like a billion pearls, just like drawers of pearls and jewelry and these little tiny rings with itty bitty gemstones that I wonder if they're real or costume or what. But it's just a endless treasure trove of stuff. There's an old pocket watch that doesn't have the guts anymore.
They totally were running some Etsy shop out of this garage for sure.
That's what I imagine. There's a little urn it's got like Japanese writing on it. I don't know what it says because it's kanji, and it has this like crab on it too. It's the coolest little urn. And I opened it up. I was like, what the hell's in here? It's just full of cufflinks. So
what the fuck is up with them and cufflinks?
I don't know, but there's also like these really cool like clip-on earrings that were huge, like 2-inch medallion clip-on earrings. Okay. And they were like stonework carved Buddha, and then they had a matching set of cufflinks to go with it. I was like, this is rad as hell. You roll up to the function, your husband's in the cufflinks, you're in the earrings. It's a whole situation. I'm obsessed with all the stuff out there. I really want to go out there and like start cleaning it because it was all so filthy, but it's so exciting.
Well, now I'm obsessed with the crab urn because we have like Google Translate or whatever on our Samsung phone or our Android phones, and you could just literally hold it up. Because remember when I was in international, I'd get forms and I'd just pull up my phone and do this, and it would just show English on my screen.
Yeah, and that works
so it
really
could
well
work.
with print, but I don't know if it would work with this because it's so like painterly, and there's like a crab also in there. So,
but it might.
It might. It's worth a shot.
What if it literally translates to cufflinks?
Or crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it though. It's just my own personal antique store, and it all smells like old woman perfume, despite being just like in a shed in a drawer. It's so fun. Like it's everything I've ever wanted.
Well, what are you going to add to it now though? Like what is going to be your contribution to the weird drawers?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like find my own trinkets to drop in the little dead drops out there. There was a really cool, like, I don't know what it came off of or what it's for. It might have been like a really sick ass necklace or something. It's this huge pendant. It's like a green metal bubble. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a disc, but like a pastry. Like, you know how when you heat a tortilla on a stovetop, it gets like puffed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that shape. I don't know how to describe that. A puffed up disc.
I gotcha. Okay.
And it's like green, and it's inlaid with this like mother of pearl lily pad like design, and there's like gold and stuff. It looks so fucking cool. I'm like, this was in my shed the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just like stuff all over there. So I'm gonna go through and take a little inventory and maybe make myself a little Guatemalan dove charm bracelet.
Okay.
That's my project.
I'm about that.
I'll have to post a picture in the Discord.
Oh my God, please do. I have to see these drawers. I want the cufflink drawer, honestly. Like, that's what I'm most curious about.
Yeah, I'll show you the little crab pot full of cufflinks.
Yeah. Yeah. But you made me think of, I think I've talked about it once before, but like when I was insanely little, me and my dad found in Little Elm this like centennial time capsule thing that they do out there.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so, you know, of course I'd missed it because it was last opened in 1976, but it was going to open up again in 2076.
Okay,
right?
We'll be 86.
Yeah, and so Dad had always told me, you got to be there because I definitely won't be.
Oh.
And I was all like, I mean, you could probably make it. And I've always known what I'm going to throw in there. You're going to love my object, my trinket. It's a because you said trinket.
Okay.
Right? I already knew what it was then. I still know what it is now.
What is it?
My fat Pikachu toy that I had from Pokemon, like right then.
Fuck yeah.
I always thought, like, I'm going to throw this little... And now it means so much more because Fat Pikachu doesn't exist.
Yeah. And Pokemon's making a comeback.
I'm going to drop fat fucking Pikachu in there, you
Hell
know?
yeah.
And now I was just thinking, I thought that would be such a, like, oh my God, what is that? They're probably going to know. Pokemon's like not going anywhere.
I know. Pokemon is like shockingly still very much firmly seated in the zeitgeist after 30 years. Like I can't believe it's still around.
Yeah. I want to find. Yeah. That's him. That's the toy. That's the one that I want to throw in there. Let me send you this picture. I always thought that I would throw this dude in there.
Is he a pencil topper?
Yes.
I have him.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Anybody cool has this guy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. He's like $9 on eBay. We
Holy
can
shit.
just fucking stock up on these. But yeah, that was always in my mind, was that, and I feel like that's so much more relevant now because of how that's changed.
Yes.
And now I'm like, is it even a good thing? Because they'll be like, we know what that is. It's a time capsule. You're supposed to give us things we don't know. What yeah, you're invited if you want to go. Little Elm 2076, July 4th. Be there or be square.
51 years away.
Yeah, you think we're gonna make it?
I hope so.
I mean, I plan on making it. I plan on going to 100. Remember, I'm making it to 100.
Gotta do it. Pickle yourself with peppers.
All of these fucking toys. Look at these. I just found these on eBay. I had all 3 of those.
Oh, they're so cute. What are those?
They're little toys from back in the day.
I did not have these guys. I love their faces. He doesn't even look like Pikachu.
Definitely. Yeah, I had all 3 of those. I don't know what they ever came from.
You gotta drop this in the secret Discord. I'll drop it in there when I do Pre-Ramble edit because this is so
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah, dude. Man, you knew about the pencil topper. That's so cool. Because I even thought, like, was that a pencil topper or a toy?
Yeah, I still have mine in this fucking box, I think, somewhere.
Mine is probably in the garage, in the Pokemon toy box. Because, dude, I had so many fucking Pokemon toys. I could pick any of those and throw them in there. But yeah, I had the one on the right that I remember the most because I was all like, what are you doing?
His
What's
little
his face?
face.
Woo!
He's like meerkatting, standing up like, oh, what's
Yeah.
going on over there?
Notice he's getting progressively skinnier just in these 3 toys, too. Weird. So anyway, yeah. All right. I need a picture of the cufflinks and the crab thing for sure.
Yeah, I'll get one for sure.
Let's do it.
All right.